I hope you must have completed the floor plan the way I have shown over here. So all the previous different tools which I have explained, you must have used and completed this much of floor plan. Now it's time to add the next tool, that is dimension. So now to work with the dimension, of course, again remember, we will be just talking about the dimensioning that is restricted up to 2D presentation or the 2D object related dimensioning. In future, when we talk about the parametric objects or the 3D objects, then there will be some additions also. So we'll surely talk about, or we'll revise that time, the dimension command. Now, what you have to do is always remember the dimension can be used either from the pull down menu, documenting tool, and there's the dimension tool. Of course, there are additional things like your level dimension, radial dimension, angle dimension. So these are nothing but add-on things, but basic linear dimensioning can be done from the dimension tool. Now, apart from this, obviously it is available in your toolbox also. Now, uh, along with this, you have to, one more thing you have to keep in your mind, that even the dimension command works along with one more option known as in your project preferences. So from the pull down menu options, project preferences, below the working unit, there's a dimensions. So this is nothing but the style of dimension, especially for the units. In the sense, if I go inside this, ArchiCAD will provide me the option in which format you would like to display the calculated dimension. So whether it will be in a feet inches or metric or millimeter, so you can design your own particular dimension, see unit style. So this also I'm going to explain. So the first part now which I'm going to explain you is related to basic dimension, and it's what you can see, what are the different components, how the dimension is getting identified for its various parts. Fine. So let's try to load the dimension command first of all. So I'm just going to double click on the dimension tool, and you will see that you have entered inside the default settings. Now in the dimension default settings, there are supposed to be several pages. So the first page is the dimension type. Then you have a dimension style. So in a dimension type, what will happen? The dimension type is supposed to be either it can be linear method, then you have a cumulative and baseline, or elevation. These the remaining three normally, depending on your need, you can decide, but this is especially meant for the section elevations when you talk about the parametric object, not the manual section you must have drawn in the normal 2D floor plan window. So we are just going to talk about the first option at the beginning. Now, when you choose the linear dimensioning, there is supposed to be marker type. See, dimension marker is, this is the arrow which we normally call, this is known as a dimension marker. Okay, so you can decide the type of this dimension marker by choosing one which is suitable for your presentation from this. So maybe you can choose, by default there is supposed to be architectural tick, or what you can call as a tick which you can call. So that was selected, and then whether the lines for the witness line. So remember, the witness line is the vertical segments, right? So these are the witness line. So whether your dimension line, now the horizontal line is the dimension line. So this is supposed to be your dimension line. Okay, so this particular presentation 85 number is nothing but this particular dimension line which is supposed to be, and this is supposed to be arrow, that is marker pane. So marker. So remember, what I'm trying to explain over here is whether the extension of the witness line is expected or not. This is applicable only for a few marker types, not all. For example, if I take this arrow, you will see this will not be in need of, because then your this dimension line cannot extend further the witness line. So you just have to make sure that as per the chosen category, this will affect. Anyway, so we'll see them on screen also. Then that's nothing but in this diagram which I'm showing adjoining, it's just to get the explanation related to each component of this dimension. So right now we were talking about the marker type. So I have decided what kind of a marker I want to see. Then afterwards there's a witness line. Whether the witness line, so if you remove the witness, if you don't want to have witness line, you can click on this first option. Or size of the witness line will be restricted as per the marker size. So if your arrow size or the marker size is 3 mm, in future even this your witness line will also get restricted for 3 mm. This is supposed to be custom height, where you can decide how much is the witness line length should be, and there is a dynamic height. Dynamic height is nothing but again the gap between the your say any targeted object and the beginning of the witness line will be constant, but the length of the witness line will vary. I will be definitely showing these things on screen when we come to that level, but just giving you a brief introduction. Okay, it's and there is an option known as a show dimension, text only, static dimension. So all these things later we are going to talk. Right now, you're not supposed to use any check mark over here for sure. So this was supposed to be our first rollout. Now in the second rollout, so I'll keep the first rollout on as it is. Then I'll open the second rollout. Here you have to decide your which font you would like to choose along with its style and everything. And then the pen number for that font along with this, even you have to talk about the say height of the text. Immediately I'm not changing any pen number at present, but definitely later will change, or you can change as per your choice, because now you are quite aware of the line weight logic at least. So now how the text should be placed, whether it should be above the dimension line, it should cut the dimension line, or below the dimension line, so that you can decide. Now opaque and frame you have already seen in the text, you can use that if it is needed. Then afterwards the third rollout. The third rollout says marker and witness line options. So I'll open this also. Now marker size, that is arrow size, right now it is 1 mm, maybe too tiny. So this is on paper. Obviously you should remember everything is on paper. There is no model logic for the text height and the arrow size. Both are always going to be constant as a paper size. So there is no model size option, at least for these two settings. So I'll say that I need a 3 mm as a marker size. Then there is a dimension witness line gap. So dimension witness line gap, so that is nothing but the gap between the dimension and the beginning of the line. So we will just try to restrict this for the 300 millimeter at present. And now let's say okay. Now I hope you have understood the basic setting. We'll start placing the dimension. So now to place the dimension, make sure that you have already done the needful settings which I have explained. And now in your default setting dialog, the construction method by default is linear itself. Okay, so if you read the prompt, it is written enter first dimension node point. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place the dimension node, that is nothing but with the check mark, and you can just click one point, so you'll understand ArchiCAD is giving some kind of a circle with a plus sign. Now this is supposed to be the precise location which you have activated with the check mark. Now the prompt says now enter next dimension node point. So I'm going to just go and click on the end of this floor plan width. So again, remember when you go and highlight, instead of check mark, now I'm getting field pencil, black color field pencil. So I'm going to click on this point also. So altogether now there are minimum 2 nodes you have to highlight. So because dimension cannot be get placed with a one node. So now what you have to do, if in case you realize that I have given the sufficient node locations and I want to proceed further with placing the dimension, so you have to make sure that you have this particular hollow pencil cursor icon, which is now there on my empty part of the drawing. If I touch to any object, you can see it becomes semi-filled or solid. So I'm just keeping it hollow, so which is mandatory that you have to keep your mouse cursor on the empty part of your drawing and just try to double click. Moment you double click, you will see that a hammer cursor appears and the prompting says at the bottom of your screen enter dimension line position. That means where you want to place the dimension. Now because these 2 points are exactly picked on the horizontal direction, that is say what you can say along with the x-axis, so there is no possibility I can have a choice of tilting this dimension or angular dimension. I'll give you all the explanation in, maybe in a next part. But right now we are just focusing only on the linear one. So something right now which is parallel to x. Now what you have to do is you just have to place your this hammer cursor in a such a way that approximately where your dimension line should stay. And moment you like that particular location, use your mouse single click. You will see that your dimension is now placed with the required arrow size, the gap between your object and the beginning of the witness line. Along with that also you can see the text which is there, which is your dimension measured distance. And then apart from that, altogether, this is how your dimension is going to look alike. Now remember, this 12,000 which is written, that is just because of the dimension style for the that is your dimension units which you have selected. According to that, this is getting displayed. So in future, we'll definitely going to study how we can control on this. So right now, I hope you should able to at least manage to place one dimension as I've shown. So in the next clip, we will definitely talk about the next part, that is how if I want to place the dimensions which are supposed to be internal dimensions, or how can I edit this, how can I change the appearance of the dimension and its measured distance units. So all these things we'll talk one by one in the next step. Till that, please practice for this much of part.